it was not something that I was proud of. We have something to celebrate. Come out of the fridge. What are you doing in the fridge? This is my schedule. Good morning, guys. We are kind of back to old school vlogging because yeah, I am enjoying this vlogging at home for the first time ever in 3 years. Today I have a fantastic lunch, I can tell you, because yesterday I cooked paneer lababdar for the first time ever, if I may mention that. But the purpose was not just cooking the paneer lababdar. The purpose was to practice my Hindi in food context. But that means that today I have a fantastic lunch of paneer lababdar, if I may say so myself, because the paneer lababdar, you try saying that 5 times, one after another. Paneer lababdar, paneer. Today is off to a good start. Lunch is served. Oh my goodness. I've been having paneer lababdar for lunch yesterday, for dinner, and today for lunch again, and there's still more left. And I am not complaining at all because honestly it is so yummy. Not sure if you can properly see that. This recipe that I used, holy moly, I'm not taking credits for this. It's the recipe. The recipe is so good. So thank you once again to Shobit who sent me the recipe. Paneer princess on a roll again. Good morning. It is 6:45. I just meditated and it is time for a workout. Where's my short? There we go. Let's do some exercise. This is why we exercise. Admittedly, that was my first workout in almost 10 days. I love working. Actually, no, I shouldn't lie. I don't love working out. I just love the feeling after working out. So that's why I keep doing it. But working out itself, no. My only tip, if you also don't like working out, is do something you really love. Working out has been part of my stay sane schedule, which I wanted to show you guys. This is something that I used to do a lot in when I was working in the corporate world. You just schedule your whole week so you know what to do, when to do it, and how long to do it, which works like magic. Oh, and that doesn't mean that I finish my schedule perfectly. Not at all, actually. But oh, this week I did pretty well. So the green things are the things that I finished. The purple things are the ones that were unexpected, and the blue things I didn't do. And as long as I have an efficiency of 80%, I'm totally okay with that. So this week was quite okay, I have to say. Then this week, see, a lot of blue and a lot of purple. And then we have, how's this week? Again, quite a lot of blue things that I didn't do. I rarely talk about this on my channel, but last week I posted something on the community page and I realized I really should talk more about it, because I have mentioned before that I worked in the corporate world for 6 years, but I never talked much about it. It's my favorite time of the day, so while I chat, we are going to make lunch. Actually, I'm going to make lunch and you can listen to my chatting. Today, no fancy lunch. Today it's only toast, I guess. Let me see. Do we have toast? Toast is there? No? No toast? Oh my gosh, what am I having for lunch? 8 minutes, I need a moment. There's no lunch. We have lunch. Yay! Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh. Thank God. I still have some rice left. And there is some soy chop left from last night. Winning in life, I love soy chop. So let me just put you here again against this tripod. Anyways, what I wanted to say is I used to work at Hill & Knowlton, which is one of the top 10 PR firms in the world. So hardcore corporate. I used to do PR for huge brands back in the day, BlackBerry when it was still huge, and also for Procter & Gamble. My favorite client still until this day. Absolutely amazing company. I did not like the corporate world because corporate, yeah, you have to be in an office, you have to look a certain way, you have to speak a certain way. Basically, for me, it just didn't feel right. I'm way too much of a creative person, way too much of an impulsive person. I'm grabbing the rice here to work in the corporate world. I'm saying that now. Maybe you'll see me working in the corporate world again in 5 years. Maybe I'll grow up by then. But back then, for me, it felt like I really couldn't express myself. I couldn't bring a lot of my ideas to life. And I understand why, because these kind of huge companies, they also have huge liabilities. Like, for instance, legal cases or like certain values that they have to abide by. And it's all perfectly fine, but I am just too much of an impulsive person, too much of a creative person to work in that context. So then I had a burnout. Wait, let's rewind a little bit. I started making YouTube videos because my friend Masha from Beauty Gloss became my best friend through work, and she actually encouraged me to, you know, start expressing my creativity in that way. Wait a minute. Let me just finish this and then we'll talk more. While we're waiting for the food, let me just take you back to the start of my YouTube journey. I made 10 videos before I posted my first YouTube video on the 8th of December 2013. My friend Masha, seriously, without her, I don't think I would have had the confidence to do it because I was so insanely insecure. So when people tell me like, oh, I'm so insecure, how do I post a YouTube video? I'm like, make 10 videos and then the 11th one you might get the courage like I did. My first initial videos, I guess for the first 2 years before I started traveling, were all for young professionals. So I have videos on networking, on how to make a resume that will stick with recruiters because my brother worked in HR for 8 years, and healthy life. The food is finished, so let's do that first. See, the middle of the plate is still cold for a little bit longer. And then I started traveling, so obviously most of my content became travel, and then at one point I switched from Dutch to English, which was one of the biggest mistakes that I've made because I didn't properly communicate back then, and I lost 1,000 subscribers who until this day sometimes are still mad at me. I've learned my lesson in that way, where I completely understand that if I'm heading into new territories or new waters, I need to keep communicating with you guys and let you know what's going on. Hence, you might have seen a workshop on my calendar which is called Log Workshop. Actually, it's short for Leaders of Good. I'll explain that maybe later. First, lunch.
Can't come in. Sorry, go.
Good morning. Tools to overcome your causes of failure are like Swiss Army knives. Grant Aschatz, a chef and restaurateur, was doing exceptionally well with his restaurant Alinea back in 2007. Gourmet magazine had just named Alinea the best restaurant in America, but then Grant got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. My friends, we have something to celebrate. Come out of the fridge. What are you doing in the fridge? I just posted, well actually last night I posted my first full Hindi video ever. I have taken on a challenge to learn fluent Hindi by the end of 2020. I'm just so freaking happy. Sabti ko jayega. Cheers, my friends. Sabti ko jayega means all is well, or everything will be alright. Oh my gosh, this is like a mojito, but without the alcohol. Perfect to drink on a random Thursday afternoon when you have something to celebrate, you haven't even had lunch, empty stomach, no alcohol, no problem, my friends. Now I need to find something for lunch because once again there's no lunch. Maybe I'll cook something. Okay, let's cook. power just went off. You can see it here. And this also means the oven is not working. We have a generator, but it only gives power to a couple of power outlets in the house and a couple of like lights, ACs, certain parts of the house. So this time not the kitchen. What to do? When life cuts your power, you make pasta salad. I can already tell you, this is pretty damn amazing. If I may say so myself, this is how we discover new things in life. Conspiracy theorists will say that I am trying to make India look bad by turning off the power myself. Somebody literally commented that once. People are too funny. July 10th, 2020 marks exactly 3 years since I left my whole life in the Netherlands to come to India.
Please board the next available train from either platform.
Currently boarding. The sun is shining. It's 30 degrees. Home, sweet home. I can't believe already 3 years have passed, but I do know it has been a crazy ride. Luckily, my curiosity won over my fear, and I went to India. Happy Diwali! Just wanted to take a moment and thank each and every one of you who have supported me in this journey. It means the world because even though I have zero regrets, it definitely hasn't been easy. So thank you so much for sticking with me. I am going to end this vlog on a positive note, but something that is not positive is that this week, once again, Bangalore is going into full lockdown, and there is more bad news because COVID has been detected in my building. They have closed down 3 floors. Luckily, it is not my floor, but obviously this is getting way too close to home. And this is exactly the reason why I started working on this Instagram workshop, because whether you like it or not, I think this lockdown worldwide has served each and every one of us with a very healthy and maybe sometimes even unhealthy dose of self-reflection. So this is what happened to me. In the beginning of the lockdown, I obviously saw all the mayhem and chaos happening in the world, and I was feeling extremely sad. One day with my brother on the phone, I asked him a question that would change me. I asked him, how can we evolve humanity when there are so many people who want to do good in the world, who are doing simple things like wearing masks to protect others and staying at home, and then there are so many people who can't even get themselves to do that. My brother said something that would serve me the biggest dose of self-reflection. My brother said, we're going to change the world by making sure that people who do the right thing, even when nobody is watching, are put in positions of power. And position of power here doesn't mean necessarily anything political. It means making people confident, making people aware, helping them to evolve into the best version of themselves. So then when I asked myself, okay, but what am I doing to contribute to that? It was not something that I was proud of, because I felt that I'm not doing anything. I didn't feel that I was sharing enough of the knowledge that I had gained in all my years of working, 6 years in the corporate world and 7 years on YouTube. I didn't feel that I was doing enough sharing of my learnings with self-development, because this is something that I have always implemented in my life. Live better is one of my mottos, and I try to improve myself each and every single day, but I don't necessarily talk about that. So I asked my brother to develop this workshop with me where we combine my knowledge and experience with his. He has been in human resources and learning and development for more than 10 years. We have been working on this workshop for months, hence it definitely won't be free, but definitely there will be some freebies, so you can also check it out and get some experience on what we want to do with this workshop. The first workshop will be called the first mile, because anything that you want to do in life, the beginning is going to be the hardest. Hence we have made a workshop called the first mile to get you through those first beginnings. There is a massive travel component, but I will be giving you more updates on that in the future once we have more materials finished, obviously. Small actions around you can make a huge difference, and this is me taking responsibility for the world that I want to live in. If you would like more information on the workshop, please make sure to send an email to this email, and then we'll put you on the mailing list to give you some updates when the workshop is coming. I'd like to end this vlog by introducing you to two YouTube channels of two dear people to me who are definitely making a difference in this world. The first one is Ivana, who is doing an internship with me. Ivana started her own organization which is going to share knowledge, raise awareness, and educate people on dyslexia in India specifically. If you have watched the Bollywood movie Tara Zameen Par, you know why this is a huge issue. From Ivana, I have learned that 1 in 10 people struggle with dyslexia, and there needs to be more knowledge about this. And the second channel is from my dear friend Nidhi Vadera, who is sharing knowledge from English books in Hindi, so empowering other people with knowledge, with spoken videos. Maybe even people who have dyslexia, who have trouble reading books, they can watch Nidhi Vadera's channel and get that education as well. Make sure to check out their channels, make sure to subscribe, because like I said, we all have a power to make a difference in this world. No matter how small or how insignificant you think you are, small things add up to something really big, and if we stick together, we can definitely change this world for the better. If you would like to see more vlogs on my channel, make sure to put a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, and then I will see you next time. Bye!